You just realized your business needed to hire someone yesterday. How can you find amazing candidates fast? Easy. Just use Indeed. Stop struggling to get your job post seen on other job sites. With Indeed sponsored jobs, your post jumps to the top of the page for your relevant candidates, so you can reach the people you want faster. According to Indeed data, sponsored jobs posted directly on Indeed have 45% more applications than non-sponsored jobs. Don't wait any longer. Speed up your hiring right now with Indeed. And listeners of this show will get a $75 sponsored job credit to get your jobs more visibility at Indeed.com/kidsandfamily. Just go to Indeed.com/kidsandfamily right now and support our show by saying you heard about Indeed on this podcast. Terms and conditions apply. Hiring? Indeed is all you need.
Welcome to Invest in Yourself, the Digital Entrepreneur Podcast. Join the Podcast Mogul Phil Better as he interviews successful entrepreneurs that make their living in the digital world. Now, let's join your host, Phil Better, and his special guest today on Invest in Yourself, the Digital Entrepreneur Podcast.
The Brand Up Summit Montreal, hosted by Elaine Singh. You can find the link in the show notes down below. But at that event, I was asked to podcast for or provide interviews of this award-winning podcast for the guests there. And the following 7 episodes are simply that. They are 15-minute episodes that I recorded on site with these amazing entrepreneurs that were attendees for this Brand Up Summit. So curtailed around brands, specifically in the individuals' brands that they had. There were different questions that were asked. And you'll find that these episodes are extremely powerful and they're so much fun. And each one of the guests will be coming back later for a full episode on their entrepreneurial journey. But with that said, welcome to another incredible episode of Invest in Yourself, the Digital Entrepreneur Podcast. As always, I'm your host, Phil Better, the Podcast Mogul, and I'm here to bring you the stories, strategies, and insights from the most innovative minds in the digital entrepreneur space. Today's guest is a visionary in the world of social media strategy, specializing in helping businesses unlock the true power of Instagram. With a background in psychology and a deep understanding of human behavior, she goes beyond the surface level tactics to craft strategies that don't take just get likes, but actually convert into leads and sales. Her own journey scaling a thriving business with a small following proves that it is not about the numbers, but about the strategy behind the content. Now she's on a mission to empower entrepreneurs to turn Instagram into a time-saving, result-driven tool for business growth, allowing them to focus on what they do best. Get ready to learn actionable tips and insider secrets to making Instagram work smarter, not harder, with the one, the only, Jade McNeil. Let's go to the tape. Listeners, thank you so much for tuning into this special episode of Invest in Yourself, the Digital Entrepreneur Podcast, taking place from the Brand Up Summit in Montreal 2024. A big shout out to our guest, Jade McNeil, for sharing her.
Welcome, Jade, to Invest in Yourself, the Brand Up Summit Podcast. I'm very excited to have you here. Obviously, I just did my intro, and it's all amazing, and you're wonderful. I would love for you just to give us a quick, maybe 30-second intro into who you are and what you do.
Yeah, for sure. So thank you for having me. So hi, I'm Jade. I'm a social media strategist and manager who really specializes with Instagram. My strength is really to help businesses create content that converts. So whether it's increasing your website traffic, more bookings, all the good stuff. So this is really how I help businesses.
I love it. And since we're here at the Brand Up Summit being put on by the amazing Elaine, I'm wondering, how do you measure the success of your branding efforts?
Yeah, I love this question. And for me, it's really about building something that is more than being known for your services or products. To me, it's really about being recognized for like way more. For example, people often associate me with fitness because I'm someone who trains a lot, and it often happens that I have conversation about workouts, things like that. So people, they like see me more than, let's say, someone who does marketing. And to me, this is like really the great thing about building a brand, is that you're so much more than your title or what you do. Like you're a person with other interests. So to me, like when I click with people or clients for something unrelated to marketing, this is amazing. And to me, this is how I measure like the success of my brand.
Well, I because you're very authentic, and the fact that you work out and you post about your working out, and people know you more for your working out than your actual social media management, and that I'm wondering, is that one of the ways that you balance your authenticity in your with the high market demands of your brand?
Yeah, that's a good question. And I would say for me, being authentic has always been priority number one, especially in my field in marketing, social media. It would be so easy for me to post content like how to go viral and on Instagram and things like that. But I'm just not about those things. I know my clients, they're not looking about quick hack, things like this. I'm really focusing on long-term strategy. So I really just make sure that my content is aligned with this. Like the one thing I did is for me, I really set like clear boundaries of like topics that I'm not gonna like talk about really in my content, like quick hacks or quick tips, because this is not what I'm about. And this is like, I know this is not like about what my ideal client care about. So for me, like it's just really about focusing on the right type of content, and I stay authentic this way.
I love that. And I love how you're always thinking about your ideal client, because it's very important. If our clients don't understand who we are as individuals, they'll never get us. Which brings me to another question I have. Is about the impact you have with your digital marketing and your social media management. Obviously, because you do social media management, you understand the importance of a brand and how it affects the visualization, or how a client takes us. How has it impacted your digital marketing or your social media by being more brand specific?
Yeah, so for me, it was really life-changing because, I mean, obviously, because of what I do, I know a lot about social media marketing. But for my own business, it was really crazy because I had like a longer journey. I was side hustling with my business for like almost 3 years. I worked full-time while building the business. And the fact that I built a strong brand and I was really present on social media, this allowed me to quit my full-time job after these few years and like to be able to fully live from my business. And I don't have a big following either. I have like currently I have under 1,000 followers. So I'm the proof that you don't even need like a big audience to like succeed. Like if you post the right type of content with the right strategies, like people don't realize like you don't need 10,000 of followers to make more sales. Like
I'm going to just clip that and put out for podcasters, because that's an amazing thing. Because as a podcaster, we are always worried about our downloads, our numbers and brands. And if you need to cough, it's fine. The joys of post-editing, I can take that out and no one will even know. But yeah, because we're podcasters, well, I'm a podcaster, and dealing with our brand and coming up with authenticity, the fact that you've been able to create a business without over 1,000 followers kind of brings to mind what Pat Flynn said, that you only need 1,000 super fans, right? And it's like paying you $10 a month. You're making 120 at the end of the year. So that's encouraging, and I'm definitely going to be clipping that last part for my audience because they need to hear it. But I'm curious, with the branding trends that are coming up, because there's always, we see the quick hacks, which you don't do, which I'm thankful of, because there's enough quick hacks and quick strategies out there. But what is a trend that you think entrepreneurs should be listening to or paying attention to moving forward for their brand?
Mm-hmm. So I wouldn't say really it's a trend, but maybe like something to keep in mind. To me, it's really about embodying what you preach, what you talk about, whether it's like your values or so for me, it's really about embodying what you preach, what you teach, whether it's your value or your lifestyle. And what I mean by this is like, are you actually doing what you're telling you're doing? And this can go like in so many ways. For example, if you say that let's say you help people with their mental health to feel better, but are you actually like good? Are you feeling good in your overall life? Or you're like really flooded with work, you're actually not setting clear boundaries. So for me, it's really about like walking the walk in a sense. And something very specific in my field is saying that you help clients create content that converts. So what I see, unfortunately, a lot of in my field is some coaches, business owners will say, oh, I'm going to help you create content that converts, but they struggle to do it for themselves. Like they're not showing proofs that they're achieving this with their own page, but they're like advertising that they do it for other businesses. And to me, that is like kind of like a problem. It's super important for me to show proof of like what you're doing, what you're achieving, both for your clients, but also for yourself, right? Because if you're helping other doing it, technically you're supposed to be doing it for yourself. So to me, it's really about embodying what you preach and like walking the walk.
I love that. And it's very important that you walk the walk, talk the talk. You've obviously proven that you don't need the hundreds of thousands of followers to build it, but as long as you're authentic on your brand, like you said, with under 1,000 people, you can start building something and get those leads and your proof of concept. As we wrap up here, which I'm having a horrible time because I want to continue talking with you. You're an amazing person. I want to learn more about you. So we're going to bring you back onto a full set episode later date. But I want to know, what is the biggest lesson you have learned regarding branding in your journey so far?
Yeah, I love this question. And I would say for me, it's really not to not be scared of posting. Well, this is specific to social media, but to not be scared of posting content that's not exactly related to your business or your brand. Because especially these days, like it evolves so much in the last couple, like 4 years, like from 2020 to today. People are really craving connection right now with people. So it's really important to show like the person behind the brand. And let's say just the fact that I share my workout, I did book some clients just because of that, because they connect on another level than marketing. So just to not be scared of posting content that's like showing you as a person overall and not just the business.
I think that's some great advice, Jade. I want to thank you so much for being here. I'm excited to have you on the podcast, and we can go dive more into your journey about going from a side hustle to a full-time business owner. That's going to be exciting. And I just look forward to just getting to know you and having you in my network. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much for having me.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was Jade. And the outro is going to happen now. I thank you so much for listening, and have a great day. And remember to always invest in yourself.
Insights and inspiring us to take action towards our business growth, and all this tidbits she dropped about branding. Before you go, Jade has a fantastic offer for you, her free 8-day Instagram challenge. This is a challenge designed to help you build the habit of creating high impact video content that promotes your business in an engaging and consistent way. It's not your average content challenge. It includes detailed prompts tailored for busy business owners, whether you have a service-based or a product-based business. Don't miss out this opportunity to elevate your Instagram game. You're going to head over to stan.store/jmcdeal/p/free-ig.challenge to join the challenge for free. Of course, in the show notes, you'll see the link right there. And if you've, of course, found any value in this episode, you know what I need you to do. Subscribe on Spotify, leave that 5-star review. And if you care about it, share it with a friend. But really, just go ahead and follow us over on Spotify. I thank you so much for listening. And as always, remember to invest in yourself.
You just realized your business needed to hire someone yesterday. How can you find amazing candidates fast? Easy. Just use Indeed. Stop struggling to get your job post seen on other job sites. With Indeed sponsored jobs, your post jumps to the top of the page for your relevant candidates, so you can reach the people you want faster. According to Indeed data, sponsored jobs posted directly on Indeed have 45% more applications than non-sponsored jobs. Don't wait any longer. Speed up your hiring right now with Indeed. And listeners of this show will get a $75 sponsored job credit To get your jobs more visibility at Indeed.com/kidsandfamily. Just go to Indeed.com/kidsandfamily right now and support our show by saying you heard about Indeed on this podcast. Terms and conditions apply. Hiring? Indeed is all you need.